Hey friends, welcome to a new video. This video will be super different because it's me talking, just talking. Today's topic is 5 metal bands with a pretty solid discography, personal opinion. But before we start, we have to add some rules to this game, alright? Rule number 1, these bands must have released at least 5 studio albums. Rule number 2, it's not exactly necessary to have a 10 out of 10 in every single album, but all the albums must be really good in my opinion. Rule number 3, despite I said this is a personal opinion, I will consider people's opinions just a little bit. Let's do this. Number 1, death. If we mention the words perfect and discography, the first band that always comes to our mind is Death, probably the greatest death metal band in history. Founded in 1983 and led by Chuck Schuldiner, R.I.P., father of death metal sound. This band was not only extremely important to death metal and its history, death was crucial to the evolution of it and for other subgenres of death metal like melodeath and progressive death metal. And actually they were so influential for other subgenres like metalcore. Death has in its discography a total of 7 studio albums. The order of them, in my opinion, is 1. The Sound of Perseverance, 2. Symbolic, 3. Individual Thought Patterns, 4. Scream Bloody Gore, 5. Human, 6. Spiritual Healing, 7. Leprosy. Let's advance with number 2, Trivium. Trivium is one of those bands whose genre is kinda difficult to define. They started playing metalcore, but it was a different type of metalcore, because they also sounded thrash, some progressive, especially in the latest albums, but always with a modern style. Founded and led by the great Matthew Heafy, they have released a total of 10 studio albums. All of them are great and very different from each other. The order of them, in my opinion, is 1. In the Court of the Dragon, 2. The Sin and the Sentence, 3. Ascendancy, 4. Shogun, 5. In Waves, 6. The Crusade, 7. Vengeance Falls, 8. What the Dead Men Say, 9. Ember to Inferno, 10. Silence in the Snow. Keep going. Number 3, Sabaton. Okay, this will be very personal because Sabaton is my favorite band of all time, so it was impossible not to include them here. And I have reasons to do it. Sabaton is a heavy power metal band formed in Lund, Sweden in 1999. The band started to become popular mainly in Europe, not only because of their sound, also because of their lyrics, which talk about warrior events that happen in history, with epic choruses, heavy riffs, and awesome solos, since the Spartans to the Vietnam War, since the First World War to the Second World War. They talked about a lot of events. They only have one album which lyrics are not based in war. Their first album, Metalizer, probably their worst album, but still a banger. Talking about their records, they have a total of 10 studio albums. My order of them is number 1, all of them. No, I'm joking. 1. Heroes, 2. The Great War, 3. The War Triangle Wars, 4. Carolus Rex, 5. The Last Stand, 6. The Art of War, 7. Coat of Arms, 8. Primo Victoria, 9. Atero Dominatus, 10. Metalizer. The next band on this list is number 4, Fleshgo Apocalypse. The least known band on this list, Fleshgo Apocalypse is a symphonic death metal band from Italy. All the musicians that were part of this incredible band were so virtuous, but the leader of it, Francesco Paoli, well, I don't know exactly if he's a human. He's probably one of the best and fastest drummers in the world. He played live drums, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, and right now, bass guitar and vocals for this band. And he's also a master of songwriting, and that's something that he makes very clear in every single album. In fact, this is the only band that I saw live until the next year when I'll see Sabaton. With their newest album, which was released in August, they have a total of 6 studio albums. My order of them is 1. King, 2. Veleno, 3. Agony, 4. Opera, 5. Oracles, 6. Labyrinth. And the last one is number 5, Avenged Sevenfold. This is probably the most controversial band on this list. Avenged Sevenfold is the first metal band I've ever liked. I listened and watched them for the first time when I played Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Since then, I started to follow them and many other bands. This band is the definition of evolution in music, or at least in metal music. Every album sounds pretty different from each other. If you listen to the first Avenged Sevenfold album and then the last Avenged Sevenfold album, you won't believe it's the same band. They started as a metalcore band with the first 2 records. Since their third record, City of Evil, they started to play a heavy modern metal with an awesome work in the guitars and an incredible job by Jimmy the Rev Sullivan, RIP. And the last 2 albums are something like progressive metal and rock. Avenged Sevenfold was formed in 1999 and they have released 8 albums until today. The order of those albums, in my opinion, is 1. Nightmare, 2. City of Evil, 3. The Stage, 4. Self-Titled, 5. Hail to the King, 6. Life is but a Dream, 7. Waking the Fallen, 8. Sounding the 7th Trumpet. And well, that's it. I know there are many bands with a pretty solid discography in metal history, so let me know in the comments what band would you include on this list, and maybe I could bring you a second part. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and share the video with your friends. See you next time, and bye bye.